Hello, and welcome to today's live on the topic of breathe, tap, release, EFT for overwhelm and stress. So, thank you for joining. Thank you for listening in. Today's topic is very interesting to me. Hi, Jenny. Welcome. Because I happen to be feeling overwhelmed at this moment. So it'll be really good for me to talk it through and practice together while I'm in real time experiencing this because I had a meeting earlier this morning, just a little while ago, and it was a business related meeting. And I have a lot of decisions I have to make, and they're probably not complicated decisions, but somehow they feel complicated to me about things that I don't completely understand, right? Technology related or systems related, never really knowing what's best or what are the right steps. So, this is something that has me overwhelmed at this moment. But I feel like as a sensitive person, overwhelm can come really easily. And I'm curious for those of you who are joining me today, what kind of things overwhelm you or are overwhelming you even in this moment? Because again, if you relate to being sensitive, as I feel I'm sensitive, you may also consider yourself a sensitive person. You might find yourself getting overwhelmed, easily overwhelmed, or easily stressed. I mean, the world is a very noisy, busy, chaotic place sometimes. It feels that way, right? I mean, let's just go through some of the things that could make you feel overwhelmed. The state of if we go big, if we go macro, the state of the world itself, the condition of the planet, everything that we're bombarded with on the news and social media. And then we zoom in to our lives, our work, our families, our relationships, all of these things are just there's a lot of stimulation always, right? Around these issues. They're not issues, they're just life. They're just living and being human. But there's a lot of stimulation. So when you get overwhelmed easily, then it can cause stress for you. It can cause discomfort for you. So again, I'm not sure where you might be with your overwhelm right now. We can go even more micro, right? So there's our relationships and the things happening around us, and then there's also what's going on inside of us that can overwhelm us. Our bodies, our feeling, our sensations, our condition, our emotional condition, our thoughts, our mental condition, right? It can be very active, can be very negative, could be very busy, very hard to manage. All of these things can cause overwhelm and stress. It's okay. Thank you for sharing, Amanda, that at the moment my concentration is not good and I'm not sure what causes it. You don't need to know what causes it. So that's not necessarily what I'm want to focus on today because especially when we're in a state of overwhelm, no, just knowing the cause or trying to figure out the cause doesn't necessarily help us to feel better. So first, I think just identifying I am overwhelmed. I am overwhelmed. I am stressed. I'm not focusing, whatever it is, recognizing. And then feeling it in your body. How am I experiencing this stress and overwhelm? So for me, there's always there's a rising of energy, rising of heat. There's an activation of the nervous system. There's a racing feeling that starts to happen. And then everything kind of gets off kilter. Everything starts to feel challenging if my system starts to move into that activated state, the stress state. And then even managing the smallest of things can be challenging. But what's really happening here is it's our reaction, right? It's my reaction, it's your reaction to the world, to the situation, to the job, to the person, whatever it is. We're dealing with the reaction here. Because we are very sensitive, we have a heightened reactivity. And so the reaction is what we can handle. We can't obviously necessarily change the world. We can't change what people are saying on social media. We can't change what other people are saying in our lives. It could be a friend, it could be a coworker, it could be a partner, a family member. We can't necessarily change that, right? But we can work on our own reaction. So, overwhelm is a reaction that we have when we are highly sensitive. So, let's take a look at, as I mentioned already, where do we feel that reaction in our body? So, if you're here with me, you're welcome to share it. And if you don't know, that's okay. And if you're listening to this recording, you can take a moment to just tune in and ask yourself, what overwhelms me? And where do I feel it in my body? How do I know that I'm overwhelmed? Okay, Amanda, difficulty falling asleep due to high temperatures and a super active mind. I can relate. I totally understand. And of course, when our sleep is off, we feel more easily overwhelmed. So this is, one thing after another after another. Okay, so Amanda is saying feeling it in your heart. Okay, good. So just being aware, how's my body responding? Because we can start to deal with this overwhelm by at least calming the body and releasing the reaction, right? So today's conversation is breathe, tap, release. And I was thinking about release sometimes when we say, oh, just, I got to release it. It can feel more stressful. I don't know how to release it. I don't even know what it is. I'm too stressed to worry about releasing at this moment. So, what we're trying to release is our reaction. So, we're going to leave the problem right there, whatever it is, sleep problem, work problem, decisions problem, world problem, concentration problem. Okay, just leave it right there, let it be. At least I'm going to work on releasing my reaction to it and calming this feeling in my body. So, using our body as a helpful healing tool. So, not worrying too much that this is happening to my body, more taking that as a signal or as an alert. Okay, energy's rising, my shoulders are tensing, my heart is stuffy, heavy, I'm getting hot, I'm getting dizzy, I'm getting foggy, whatever is happening in your body. I need to calm this down. Really, what we're trying to do is just come back to the present moment where we can ground ourselves, because the present moment is a place, is it's like a very neutral place. That doesn't always seem true for people because they're like, no, it's the present moment is stressing me out. But actually, if you just ride the breath and come into the really essence, like center of the present moment, it's okay right there. Most of our reaction and our overwhelm is related to a future thing and worry, reaction, thinking about the future thing, or a past thing that just happened that's not processing, it's not digesting properly in our mind and body. It's not settled. So we're still like tangled with the past, the thing we just read, the news we just heard, or this thing that's going to happen in the future. We don't know how it's going to be. This is causing overwhelm. So when we zoom into the present moment, we can start to relax that sensation in the body, and we can start to release the reaction, calm ourselves down, body and mind, And then when we're ready, when we feel a little more grounded, when we feel a little bit more centered, when we feel a little bit more like our cup is filled up energetically, we can look at the problem again. That may be down the road, or you may be ready after just a couple of breaths. It's up to you. But it's important to take that moment to calm the overwhelm, because no decision is going to be made well. Nothing's going to be easy if we don't lower ourselves from that state of stress. Like, that is the primary thing that needs to happen when we're in overwhelm. So I love being here with all of you. Hi, Patricia. And even just sharing these things, because for me, it helps me. Oh, right. This is all we have to do. Look, it's easy. It's not complicated. And also for me personally, I'll just share that ultimately, I need to get back into my heart. I need to get connected to my soul. And that's when I really feel a complete clearing. It's not always easy to get there because the mind is so strong and it keeps racing and pulling us to to the overwhelmed thinking. But when I can get back here, everything gets clear. So we want to let go of some of that reaction, that busy mental activity is not helpful, and just return to the present moment. Does this make sense? I hope so. Okay. So we can do a little tapping for that today, and you can follow along. And if you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed, I hope that this tap will help quiet you a bit. But actually, before that, even before we even start tapping, let's just take some breaths, because just breathing, can you imagine just breathing? We're breathing every moment. But when we become very conscious about our breathing, this can already start to quiet the overwhelm and bring us back to our center. Breathing is the best way to get into the present moment, because the breath is always going in, going out, going in, going out. If you ride the breath, it just brings you to the present moment, to yourself, your human self existing here and now, breathing here and now. So take some breaths in and out. Breathe in, feel your body, be very conscious about your breath. And breathe out through your mouth, long, gentle exhale. One more time. Breathe in, feel your body. And breathe out. Just feeling the body as you breathe. Just feeling the body as you breathe. So when you exhale, you're letting go of the busyness, and you're relaxing and feeling the sensations of the body as you breathe. So we'll do a little bit more of that after the tap as well, but I wanted to start with that because you may not always be in a position where you can tap, right? You may be in front of somebody or busy running around. You can't stop and tap, but you can breathe. You can take 3 deep, conscious breaths. Conscious meaning feel it. Feel it in your body going in, feel it in your body going out. Okay, I'm just checking the chat here. Hello, Claudia. And Patricia is saying, when I'm overwhelmed, I feel it in my stomach. I literally can feel it starting, inside my body, like a heat in my body. Yes, good, good. Centering yourself with breath. Exactly. Now, EFT, where EFT comes in as an extra benefit because it's lowering our cortisol. That so energy is stuck somewhere in our body. That's why we feel a discomfort, whether it's stomach, heart, shoulders, head, neck. energy's stuck. It's out of balance. And that's why we're feeling physical discomfort. So through the EFT, you're also opening the energy pathways. So you're starting to help that energy move. As I said, you're lowering the cortisol. I think I've said this many times, like 24 EFT lowers cortisol by 24%. So it relaxes our mind. We're just stating, I also said at the beginning, just recognize, I feel overwhelmed. Okay, this is overwhelmed. So EFT helps us to just state it, be present with it, shift the energy, and try to take that overwhelm down and help us move closer to the present moment. So let's do a little tapping on that. Okay, we're ready now. So you can follow me, tapping on the side of your hand. And if you prefer to just listen, we talked about this last time. If you prefer to just listen, that's okay. You can close your eyes and just listen. If you want to repeat after me, either silently in your mind or out loud. Again, find what helps to relax your system and bring you out of your overwhelm reaction. Let's call it an overwhelmed reaction to life. All right, here we go. Even though I feel so overwhelmed, it's okay. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel so overwhelmed, I feel so uncomfortable inside, it's okay. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel so overwhelmed right now, the world is so overwhelming. Life is so overwhelming. My mind is so overwhelming. And I don't know what to do. It's okay. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I forgive myself for being so overwhelmed. And I choose to tap and start to bring myself back to the present moment. Good. Tapping the top of your head and just breathe out. Back of your neck. I feel so overwhelmed. Top of your head. So overwhelmed. Inside of your eyebrows. And let's speak out whatever you're overwhelmed about today, right now. I feel so overwhelmed about all of the things I need to do outside of your eyes, the decisions I need to make. Under your eyes, I feel overwhelmed about what is the right or best way. Again, you can keep speaking out whatever overwhelms you. Under your nose, I feel overwhelmed about getting it all done in time. Under your lip, I even feel overwhelmed about being overwhelmed. Under your collarbone, but it's okay. Center of your chest, I am a sensitive being. Under your arms, living in a very noisy and chaotic world. Side of your thumb, And it's okay if I get overwhelmed. Next finger. It's okay to be overwhelmed about this. Next finger. I don't need to fix it right now. Next finger. I just need to breathe out and relax. Next finger. So I'm breathing out and I'm relaxing my body and mind with each exhale. And then side of your hand, breathe in, breathe out, relax. Top of your head, again, breathe in, breathe out, relax. Back of your neck. And with each and every exhale, top of your head, I'm feeling my body inside of your eyebrows, and I'm coming back to the present moment. Outside of your eyes, I'm coming back to a place of quiet. Under your eyes, the quiet that exists in the present moment. Under your nose, there is always quiet existing in my breath. Under your lips. So let's do it again. Breathe in and breathe out. Relax. Feel your body. Feel the breath under your collarbone. I'm coming back to myself. Center of your chest. I am okay in this present moment. Under your arms. I'm allowing myself to breathe and feel my okayness in this present moment. Side of your thumb. Everything is happening as it's meant to be. Next finger. And I am strong enough. Next finger. And I know how to take care of myself. Next finger. So I'm centering myself now. Next finger. And I can repeat this over and over and over again. Anytime I feel overwhelmed. Side of your hand. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Now I want you to lower your hands and close your eyes and keep focusing on the conscious breath. So when you breathe in, feel your body breathing in. Feel it coming into your chest. And when you breathe out, feel the body relaxing. And try again to breathe a little deeper. Breathing in, try to breathe all the way down to your belly. Feel it coming into your lower abdomen. And when you breathe out, relax. Feel the body. Letting go of your reaction with each exhale. One more time. Breathing in, try to breathe in all the way down your legs to your feet. And exhale. Relax. Okay, when you're ready, open your eyes And please share with me in the chat box anything, like if you can share with me what you notice in your body, any part of that tapping that was helpful, or what you're feeling now as you breathe. You're welcome to share. Okay. I'm seeing these little symbols that I don't know what they are with numbers next to them. I don't know what that is. So that's a new thing for me. Um, but I do see another comment. Okay, so Claudia, when I'm overwhelmed, I mostly feel it in my shoulders and neck. Yes, good. That's because energy's rising, right? Up. So we feel it up. And Jenny, today I'm calm but exhausted. The last few days have been overwhelming. I'll do this tapping when the world, especially work, becomes too much again. Oh, thank you, Patricia. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I'm learning. It indicates to people that chat often. Yes, great. Um, okay, the pressure is trying to get out. That's interesting. The pressure is trying to get out. So it's starting to release a little. It's a really good word, actually, Amanda. Pressure. So when we feel overwhelmed, we feel pressure inside, intense pressure, and we don't even know why. So just trying, okay, good. Just trying to quiet, calm the pressure, relax it, quiet the body. Just starting with the body. Use EFT to shift the energy, and with the breath combined, quieting the body. It's very important. As Jenny said, I'll use it the next time I'm overwhelmed. It's a busy, chaotic world. I don't know about you, but and it's ironic because you're meeting me here on social media, right? YouTube, but and I enjoy YouTube. I've benefited from many things on YouTube over the years, but YouTube, social media, Instagram, Facebook, it can be so overwhelming. So you'll hang up this call and maybe you'll scroll around, or you'll get a phone call from somebody, or you'll have to go run off and do your schedule, or you'll have family that needs you, or an appointment you have to get to, and something will be overwhelming. It will happen over and over and over again. So, what I want you to think about, what I want you to take away from today's call is that at that time, please prioritize bringing yourself out of the overwhelmed state. Maybe even before we're gonna answer the call, or we're gonna, you know, respond to the question or make the decision, or we're gonna interact with people, post something, I don't know. Bring yourself out of overwhelm back to a grounded, centered place so that you can make your choices, take your actions, not from a place of reaction, but being more conscious, centered. So let's make that our priority, our goal when we feel overwhelmed. And you can use EFT to help you. You can use breathing to help you. Use your body to help you, because your body is always in the present moment. Your body can never be in the past, and it can never be in the future. So even though sometimes we complain about our bodies, right? When they're hurting, aching, we don't feel good, we have health issues going on, it can be very uncomfortable. But the beauty, the gift of the body is that it's a tool to bring you back to the present moment. And you can feel that energetically. That's another reason why EFT can be helpful, because it lets you move energy and bring you back to the body, which naturally brings you to the present moment. Claudia, as we say in Germany, you smoothed my feathers. Okay, thank you. I'm so glad to hear that I smoothed your feathers. That's a very good compliment. Let's see. I feel very overwhelmed and fearful right now as my cancer surgery on the 9th grows closer. Sorry, I missed most of this today. Okay, Susan, we are sending you energy for your surgery on the 9th. We are all sending energy for you. And please use this video. You can fast forward and just do the tap anytime, multiple times. multiple times a day. Tapping is like that. I really recommend the more you practice it, the more benefit you feel. And even throughout the day, maybe you need it in the morning, maybe you need it at night, maybe you need to just stop in the middle of the day and tap until you feel your feathers are smoothed or the pressure is being released. You feel lighter, you feel calmer, you feel more grounded. All of us deserve that. And it's not always easy. We have a lot going on. It's a very noisy world. The more sensitive you are, the more you might feel like you need these kinds of tools consistently. And the tool is there. It's not hopeless. There's always something you can do to bring yourself back. It's just realizing this is the priority right now because we're busy and we have to keep working, we have to keep doing, and we have to keep responding to people and needs and demands. But what I'm saying is we need to bring this to the top of our priority when we feel overwhelmed. Because also, if you feel overwhelmed for too long, that leads to burnout. Also, I have experienced it. It's something that I am dealing with as I have to make a lot of new decisions in my life right now. I have to manage that. Overwhelmed for a long period of time will become burnout. And then you have to work even longer to get yourself back to center. So take care of your overwhelm in the moment. Okay? Thank you, everyone, for joining today. I don't see any questions. So I'm going, burnouts are a pain. So I'm going to start to wrap up. Actually, I originally wanted to do, the funny thing about today is that I wanted to do the topic of overwhelm because I am collaborating with someone. Her name is Marilyn, and she is an RN holistic nurse. So she's a holistic RN. Yes, holistic RN. And she and I are going to do a mini event where it's on the topic of overwhelm and using holistic healing to help you get out of overwhelm and return to inner freedom. So she'll be sharing some things from her perspective as a holistic RN, and then I'll be leading a group tap. So if you want to join that, I think I put the link in I did, as long as it successfully went through. I'm sure it's there below to get more information about our event that's happening on the 17th of this month. So that was my original reason for doing this topic. But then today I happened to have a business meeting and I was actually overwhelmed when I opened it. So it was a really great topic. And I, for one, am feeling better now and am glad to hear that several of you are too. Yes, thank you. Thank you for sending energy. Yes, 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 to everyone. Yes, please check out the link below. And also, I appreciate all of you so much for coming. Thank you for all of your comments, your likes, your subscribes. Feel free to share this with anyone you know who may deal with overwhelm. It's just a very simple thing, but sometimes we need simple reminders to get it, help us through when we feel like we're struggling alone. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up here. Thank you so much for coming today. I appreciate all of you all over the world, and I'll see you again next time. Take care.